Hello guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you how I prepare my upside down pineapple cake. So let's get started. I like to start buttering the pan before I start the process. Okay, so you butter the pan because you don't want the cake to stick. You don't want the cake to stick into the pan when it's ready. So I use a good amount of butter to butter the pan, and I butter all over like so. Okay, I'm using a horseshoe pan. I found it very beautiful to make my upside down pineapple cake. So I'd like to coat it very well. Already, this is well coated. I have another pan, so I usually make some side little cake because I usually have extra batter. I'm gonna butter this as well. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough pineapple for the filling to put in the bottom of this cake, but I'll try. Let's see what happens. Properly, very well coated, because you don't want the cake to stick in the pan. And next I'm gonna coat the pan with some flour. Just like so. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the small ones. Shake it all around. We'll start our cake. So the horseshoe is ready to go. So I'm gonna put it aside for when the batter is ready. So I put it aside. So I'm using this attachment. Okay. I'm using 1 cup of butter. And I'm gonna raise the foot, and I'm gonna start beating the butter. I'm using 2 cups of granulated sugar, and then to that I'm gonna add about 1 tablespoon of zest, lemon zest. Okay. I'm gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And so I'm gonna mix everything together. Okay. Now I'm gonna reduce the speed of the mixer so I can start adding the sugar and the egg. Okay. So I'm gonna use 4 eggs. I'm gonna crack them one at a time. And I'm gonna use the yolk for now, and 1 yolk at a time with the sugar. This is what I'm gonna do now. And I'm gonna save the white egg for later. Let's see, like that. I'm gonna add 1 yolk at a time. Some sugar at a time. Okay. And we're gonna start the process. We'll speed up a little bit until the egg and the sugar incorporate. And we're gonna repeat the process. We're gonna crack the egg, 1 egg at a time. I'm using 3 cups of flours. And to that, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of baking soda. And I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna reduce the speed of the mixer. Start adding the flour and the milk. We're gonna use the same process that we use for the eggs and the sugar. So we're gonna add the flour and then we're gonna alternate the milk. So here we go. Flour, flour, and milk is to avoid bubbles. And we're gonna speed up a little bit. And then we're gonna repeat the process. And the last round of the flour, I'm gonna add some of the pineapple juice. So the batter, the first part is almost ready. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Already? Perfect. So now I'm gonna stop the mixer. I'm gonna spoon out the batter so I can beat the white egg. Okay. See how beautiful it is? So beautiful. So I'm gonna spoon out the batter. And we're gonna let it sit for until we finish beating the white of the eggs. And so we can finish the process. So I'm gonna put it aside for now. And we're gonna beat the egg whites. In the meantime, I'm gonna open the can of pineapple. And I'm gonna rest the slices and put them aside. We're gonna remove the excess of juice from the slices of the pineapple, just to avoid the cake from sticking. I'm gonna use a knife and I'm gonna take them one by one, just like so, and put it right there, just to avoid the excess of juice. We want the pineapple to be as dry as possible, just like that. Just let it rest for a little bit. It's just to avoid the cake from sticking. Oh, the pineapple smells good. Wow, my God. Already. Okay, just put them right there. I don't know how many slices I'm gonna be using, but I put almost a good bit already. I'm gonna waste everything, all of them. All of them. Already. And so we're gonna continue our cake. All right, so we're gonna finish the process. We're gonna use this piece of the mixer to beat the egg white. Okay. So we're gonna beat the egg white at the mixer at a high speed. We're gonna beat it for until frothy, for until it's stiff. So the egg white is ready. Very floody. Very stiffy. Oh. It's very stiffy. Very flooded. Look, see that? Wow. This is cute. Look, this is how you want your egg white to come out. Like so. Like so. And so I'm gonna fold the egg white with the batter. Very gentle. Well folded. In the meantime, I'm going to set the oven at 350 degrees. So I'm using a horseshoe. I'm going to use 1 cup of brown sugar. I put a generous amount of sugar so the cake can come out beautifully. I'll pat it a little bit. And I'm going to place the pineapple one by one. I'll add some cherry. Actually, put the cherry in the middle. Okay. And then I'll add some dried plum right there. Okay. This will look gorgeous. I promise you, it's gonna look very gorgeous. Okie dokie. I think it's enough. That should be enough. I might put a couple here. Right there. Okay. So now it's fun time. We're gonna add the butter. That should be enough. And we're gonna make the pan even. Like that. And we're gonna bake it for 30 to 40 minutes at 350 degrees. I'm gonna proceed the same way that I prepared the horseshoe. Add some sugar, brown sugar at the bottom. So we have a glossy look when they come out after I bake them. It's gonna be beautiful. I can smell gorgeous already. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so see, I'm gonna have. Isn't it beautiful? It is beautiful. And then I don't have a 4th one, so I'm gonna replace it by some cherries. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So we're gonna place the batter here. I'm gonna use a spoon for that. This is so small. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna look gorgeous. You can use this little cake for breakfast. Eat it with coffee. And I'm also baking them at 350 degrees, but for 20 minutes, because they're small cakes. Check to see if the cake is ready. So I'm gonna stick a knife in the center, and if it come out clear, it is ready. I'm gonna let the cake cool off for 15 minutes and then I will invert the cake into the platter. So let the fun begin. I'm gonna invert the cake. Prepare a little tray. And so we're gonna invert the cake. I mean the small cake. So what I do first, we'll do that. And we're gonna invert the cake like so. We're gonna give it a little top, like so. And voila! And this is our small little cake.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
So let the fun begin. We're gonna invert the horseshoe. Hopefully we're right. Okie dokie. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put the horseshoe right here. And then I'm gonna invert this tray here, right there. And then we're gonna invert the cake. 1, 2, 3. And let the fun begin. And this is my upside down pineapple cake. Beautiful.